Hello unicorns and welcome back to another video. Just in case you are new, my name is Natalie, this is my little sister Rebecca, and this is my Cafecito y Pan Dulce YouTube channel where we have coffee talks about anything and everything. For today's video, as you can see by the title of the video, we are going to be asking my little sister, who is a freshman at University of Michigan, questions about college life and what her first year at college has been like. So, without further ado, go ahead and grab your coffee. We have ours right here, freshly brewed and from El Salvador.
Oh yeah.
And get comfortable and let's go ahead and get right into it. Okay, my first question is, what is it like living in the dorms?
Okay. That's very broad.
I know.
First of all, most likely you will have a roommate. If you haven't shared a room before, it's probably going to be difficult because usually it's a very small space. I don't know, Calvin's were pretty large, right? Okay, if it's a large university, I mean, you went to see Sarayi's, didn't you?
They were the same size as your
Really?
guys's.
You were saying that yours were bigger when I first moved in. Okay,
Oh,
anyways.
maybe because you have the restroom. Because we had the restroom in our
Maybe.
dorm.
Okay, let's talk about the restroom situation now that
Okay.
you brought that up first. At the University of Michigan, most likely, if you do not have a suite, you will have community bathrooms, or I forgot what they're called.
Yeah,
but
I think
anyways,
that's what they're called.
you share like basically like one huge bathroom for like females or separately for males with people in halls nearby and in your hall. So it's an iffy situation just because when like they clean, it's not like they don't clean very often, and
The last time we went to go visit her or we were dropping her off, there was no toilet paper in the stall.
yeah, so it varies. I mean, my bathroom isn't that bad because they have like actual doors, but some of the bathrooms, like the community bathrooms at U of M, have only shower curtains separating like the actual shower from...
Sparky, you're interrupting the video.
My suggestion would be just bringing like shower shoes. I actually have my shower shoes on right now because sometimes I just use them as like sandals. Just because touching the ground of the showers is pretty like sketchy. And I would also suggest shower caddies, which are very helpful. One of the people in my hall actually has a backpack to carry her clothes in, which isn't necessary because you can stuff it in your shower caddy as well, but you can also bring a backpack to put your clothes in when you're traveling to and from the bathroom. Some people just go in robes and then like, yeah, so a robe, shower caddy, shower shoes is like all really good stuff to have. And back to the roommate situation, I mean, it's very important to communicate, because if you're not comfortable with something that's happening in where you live, then it's gonna be pretty difficult to to be in that area. It's important to be like comfortable where you're sleeping, you know? So you need to communicate openly with your roommate.
The thing I would always tell Rebequita was like, your dorm room is gonna become like your safe space. Usually, like as a commuter, like my safe space was at home. Mm-hmm. So since you don't have like a home, like your home is going to be your dorm room. Like that's where you go to like feel comfortable, feel safe, and spend your free time sometimes. So you want it to be a comfortable place. And I don't know anything about like having a dorm roommate.
Yeah.
But it's just one of the things I always tell Rebequita.
Yeah, so just make sure, I mean, like, one of the most important things is in the beginning of the year they have you sign a roommate contract. Well, I don't know if every university does this, but if your university doesn't do it, you should do it anyways, because in that roommate contract, you basically establish all the ground rules for your room. If your roommate happens to move outside of what you agreed on, or you guys find that later on in the year that your rules are changing, you should revisit the contract and like make new rules, or yeah, just so that you guys are both on track, you guys are both on the same page, because you will be living together for 2 semesters, for an entire school year.
The next question is, how do you do your laundry? So like, what do you need? What do they provide?
They provide nothing but washing machines. And they make you pay to wash your clothes, usually. I don't know if that's the same for all universities.
At Calvin it was like that, I'm pretty sure.
We have to pay $125 for a load to wash and $125 to dry. So
to dry too?
Yeah. So in total that would be $250 to wash and dry your clothes.
Per load. Plus
per load. Yeah.
Plus the soap and...
Okay, so am I giving instructions on how to wash your clothes?
No. I'm just saying like...
Okay, we'll need detergent. Like, you will need Downy if you use what is it called?
Fabric softener.
Fabric softener, that's what it's called. It's because Mommy calls it Downy.
Yeah.
Okay, anyways.
That's the brand she uses.
Fabric softener, bleach for your whites.
If you guys want a detailed instruction on how to wash your laundry, we can do that video for you.
Actually, that would probably be helpful. A lot of people don't know how to wash their clothes when they go to college.
I thought it was something very surprising. I've been reading this book, Almost Adulting, and one of the tips on there is like how to wash like your laundry. Yeah. It's like not how to wash your laundry, but like learn to wash your laundry. And I'm like, do adults not like do college students not know how to do that?
But anyways, you'll need quarters. We have an app now on our phone called PayRange, and basically you connect through Bluetooth, and then you pay the washing machine.
Oh, the washing machine. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, like it'll like load, and then you'll be able to pay it. But you can also use quarters. It's very just
do
like
they have
bring like a jar
there?
Of quarters with you, huh?
Do they have a machine there to convert cash into quarters?
They do not have that. Maybe not all colleges have that, but if you have a bunch of dollar bills, just go to the bank and change them and then bring them with you.
I don't know if I'm wrong in saying this, but I'm pretty sure that Calvin had something where you just swiped your ID card, but I'm not sure because I didn't live in the dorms.
That's not what ours is like. People leave like. It's so dirty in there, okay? And people tend to leave their clothes in the washing machines and the drying machines when they're like done, and like all of the washing machines are taken. I don't know if this is the same at all colleges either, but the busiest night and the night where this most often happens is Sunday night. Sunday night is the worst night to wash your clothes. Okay. I don't know if it's like a
I think it might be a thing because we wash our clothes here too during the weekend.
Yeah, I think it's like yeah. And
like you realize you probably shouldn't go in pajamas to class. Yeah. And you're running out of clothes.
Yeah. So if people leave their stuff in there, you can take it out. I haven't done that yet, but people do that all the time. So just take it out. I mean, they might walk in while you're taking it out, but it's okay. Oh my gosh. It's okay because, like, people leave it in there for a really long time, so it's very annoying. I mean, I haven't done that because I'm too scared somebody will walk in while I'm taking out their clothes, but, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I think that's so funny.
Did I say it? Oh, dryer sheets, if you like those.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. And a basket, laundry basket. So like, if you want to fold your clothes there's a table there at our university. I don't know if there is anywhere else, but there is at ours. And I usually fold it before I like go back to my room. I fold it in the laundry room. So yeah.
I wanted to show them the laundry basket we got you.
Oh yeah, it's very nice. I'm enjoying it very much.
Enjoying it?
Yes.
This is the laundry basket we got her from Costco.
Nice.
Okay, so it's like this, and oh, wrong side. Ah! And it folds down like this. This was at Costco, same thing. Okay, What do you do during your free time? Do you even have free time?
Slash, do you even have free time? Well, usually what happens is I don't have free time, but I make free time.
Yeah, self-care.
Yeah. So, when I'm like just like super overwhelmed with everything, I will just take like an hour and a half to 2 hours and either nap or watch Netflix. I don't do a lot of reading, and I should be doing more reading because like reading is good for you, and I miss reading.
I understand that, but at the same time, like, everybody stops reading for fun once they're in college.
Yeah.
Because you have to read so many textbooks.
Yep.
That you just don't...
Yep.
You don't have time to read for fun.
So, there's that. There's also like, usually my free time is when I go down to dinner with people in my hall to eat. And like we spend like an hour down there just like eating it. Really, eating takes like 20 minutes. And we spend the rest of the time talking. So that's usually like my free time as well. I don't see everybody as much anymore. I feel like that was like a first semester thing. Like you see a lot of people during your first semester, but then like come second semester, everybody's like, oh shoot, like we gotta get a handle on this. Yeah. And like get our lives together. I was working out. Sometimes I work out. Honestly, if like working out is nice, but it takes a lot of effort to get up and go to the gym. Especially since in the beginning of the semester I made myself a schedule saying that I was going to go work out in the mornings, but I don't do that.
Well, it's the thought that counts. Okay. Was it difficult to make friends, and how did you make friends?
Okay. So this is like, oh, Sparky. Okay.
Échese.
You're cool.
Échese. Okay, stay.
Okay, so in the beginning of the year, there was a Latinx orientation called ALMA, which basically was for Latinx students at the University of Michigan, and we went on like a trip, an orientation trip, and we stayed at like these cabins, and like we had like a bunch of activities planned. We got to meet a bunch of orgs on like that were from the university, and it was like tailored for Latinx students, which was really, really nice. And I met basically like my closest friends at the University of Michigan. And then there was also people in my hall. It's really okay. I honestly, from what I've heard, you don't really talk to people in your hall. But the only reason that we do...
Oh, really?
Yeah, the only reason that we do is because I had met everybody in my hall before I went to the University of Michigan, because we're on a scholarship program. And we like all went to like this weekend thing, and we met each other already. And then we got to choose like roommates that we met from that weekend. So I knew my roommate coming into college. I didn't discuss that, not knowing your roommate. Honestly, I don't know what it's like to not know your roommate when you go in, because I knew my roommate. But
it's either really good or really bad. That's what I've heard.
Okay, so yeah. So we all knew each other before, so we just basically like got closer, and we were like very open with each other. A lot of people left their doors open so people could just walk in and say hi. Making friends in class, I guess, through like clubs and going to just like research clubs in your school. That way, like, you know where you'll find your people, because there are so many clubs at the University of Michigan. So many. And I don't, yeah. So just go to a club meeting, meet some people in the beginning of the year. And I would suggest doing it in the beginning of the year. That way, like, you can find your people right away, because it's really hard to go to a university and not have, like, somewhat of a new support system.
Okay, my next question is, don't look. How do you take notes in class? Do professors give them to you, or do you go on your laptop, tablet? What do you do?
Okay, so for it really varies. For different, like, okay,
What are the different ways then that you take notes?
Yes. Okay, so I take notes on my laptop for one of my history classes, but mostly I listen and I just like type like names that she like says that are important. And that way like I'm listening while she's like giving the presentation. A lot of their presentations are lots of pictures, very little words, and a lot of talking. Okay, so you want to be listening to what they're saying, but you also want to be paying attention to what's on the screen, because like that way you'll be able to like create that connection. And if you're just typing keywords on your laptop or you're just writing keywords, then for me it's helpful, because then I'll be able to see that and remember what she was talking about in lecture. It'll be easier to pull from your mind every single time that you do it.
What is that?
That looks like paper. Sparky!
Hey, no! Leave it!
A different class, like sometimes we do lots and lots of reading. So if you do the reading before class and then you come to class and the professor lectures on that reading, it's actually helpful, because then like some of the stuff that you didn't understand while you were reading, you'll understand in lecture. And also the stuff that you did understand is being repeated in lecture, and you'll like, it'll be like, what do you call it? Repetition.
Yeah.
Just like hearing it all over again will be like helpful. A lot of lectures a lot of professors discourage laptops just because it's like worse for remembering things. But a lot of people do it anyways. So just whatever works for you. If you write faster, if you type faster, whatever works. Or if you prefer writing.
Sometimes, I don't know if you guys have Moodle at U of M, do you?
No.
No? Well, sometimes professors will like post their lectures or like their PowerPoints online too, so that if they post it before lecture, you can print it off and just add additional notes to it about what they're speaking on. Or you can just refer back to them and not even bother with taking notes, and again, just listening. You can also ask your professors if you can record, and then if you're like a commuter like I was, then you can listen to it on your ride home from school or to school, or like even just while you're like doing your laundry or folding your laundry or something like that. Okay. So my other question is, how do you get around?
Walking. Well, it's very like, it depends on the campus that you're on, because at the University of Michigan you can literally walk everywhere. Like everywhere on campus is within like 15-minute distance. Like longest walk is probably 20 minutes. Shortest walk is probably like 3 minutes, depending on where you live. Ride bikes. There are like these scooter things called birds that you can pay $1 to like ride it to class, which I see people do all the time. And yeah, bikes are like a huge thing. A lot of people penny board, skateboard, or something like that. Yeah.
See, Calvin's campus was so small, but people still did all of that. Like they didn't even want to walk. They would just go on bikes. And then Calvin started this program too where you could rent the bikes with like an app on your phone for like 50 cents an hour or something. I don't know the exact pricing of that, because that was brand new when I left.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. My last question is, how is the food?
Okay. Well, at the University of Michigan you have unlimited like swipes into dining halls. So I don't know, it like varies. Sometimes the food is really good, because some dining halls like to get really fancy. Sometimes the food is too like bougie for me. Like lots of yeah, sometimes they have like salmon, and I tried it for the first time and I didn't like it very much. They're just very experimental, and I'm used to like chicken and like beef, you know. Not used to lamb or
they do stuff like that?
Yeah, lamb or like cod or salmon, or like, I don't know, like they're just very experimental, yeah.
So like
Not
find
even,
what you like.
Yeah, just find what you like, because there are some like staple foods that they have in dining halls with like pizza and salads and sandwiches.
What about taking food out?
Oh, okay. I don't know, like, how other schools are with this policy.
At Calvin, it was forbidden. Like, they would actually call you out and be like, no.
Yeah. At the University of Michigan, people literally, like, walk out with, like, food in a napkin, like a whole sandwich just, like, chilling in their hand, and they just walk out of the dining hall like that.
Oh, I think they can do that, like, at Calvin.
Really?
But I'm talking about, like, you weren't allowed to take your own, like, Tupperware and, like, fill it
Oh,
with.
yeah. We do that all the time. Tupperware you fill with fruit, with cereal. One of the guys in my hall took milk in a water bottle.
Oh!
So he could put it in his fridge because he likes cereal.
Tell the story
just
about
depends.
your cereal. About your friend who got you the cereal.
Oh, actually, there's like one friend in my hall that's like just like grabs like giant like actual bags of cereal that they put into like these boxes, like not opened at all, like not. She just carries it out new like that, like in
And
her.
they don't tell her anything?
She puts it in her jacket and then she like goes like this and then she like walks out. She's done that with like 2 bags of cereal like on either side. And then my friend, I gave her a Ziploc to go get me Kashi cereal, and she brought back the box of Kashi cereal in addition to a whole full bag of Ziploc bag of.
Aww.
Yeah, it was very kind of her. I would never do that because I'm too scared, but it was nice.
Well, that's everything. I'm going to... Oh, sorry, I'll let you yawn first. I'm going to request that if you guys by any chance have any other questions related to college, you leave them linked. You leave them like down in the comments, or you can DM me on Instagram and ask me any questions you have about college, and maybe we can do a different video. I know that mostly this was Rebequita talking, only because for her it's so fresh on her mind. Not that I've been out for like years and years. I just graduated, but she had more of that traditional college experience where you're living in the dorms. So if you have any other questions, maybe you have questions about what it's like to be a commuter, and that's something that I can help you guys answer, leave them down in the comments, DM me, all of that. And I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Rebequita is leaving us tomorrow because her spring break is over, but she'll be home soon again. And I love you guys so much. We will see you guys next time. Who knows when we'll film again together. I mean, but I'll see you next week. Okay, bye!
Bye.
Okay, now we have to pose for a cover picture.
Oh, okay.
Ready?
Oh, should we grab our...
Oh, yeah.
Wait, my glasses aren't fished up. You look good. Nothing.
Yeah.